and David are going to make a special birthday video for me. A delicious mash of a bundt cake. So what are you making for this delicious mess?
We are making a birthday cake for my wonderful wife, Elyssa. A Key Lime Bundt Cake. So, we are starting with, we have 2 cups of butter softened, 2.5 cups sugar, 6 eggs, room temperature, 2 teaspoons of grated key lime zest, 2 tablespoons of key lime juice, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, 4 cups of all-purpose flour. Milk. Where'd the milk go? There's the milk. 3/4 cup milk for the frosting. Cream cheese. Softened. Another 1/2 cup of butter softened. Do I have enough butter softened? I hope so. We'll figure that out in a second. Another teaspoon of key lime zest. Another tablespoon of key lime juice. 3 3/4 cups confectioner sugar, powdered sugar, if you will. And a bunch of limes for decoration. Now, to begin, we are preheating our oven to 350 degrees. And I have a bundt cake pan, greased and floured. All I did was I took butter and swooped it around in there and dumped a whole bunch of flour in there. That's the best way. That's how my mom did it. And that's the way it's going to be done. All right. Now, we need to cream the butter and sugar until light and fluffy. We have brought out the KitchenAid stand mixer. You can do this by hand, but the KitchenAid stand mixer, we own one, and it's very easy to use, so we're going to use it. Young David, pour the sugar into the bowl.
Finally.
So we are going to add 2 cups of softened butter. That is literally, go ahead and keep opening one. This is going to be 4 sticks of butter.
So we're not going to have enough.
We can make more.
Yes! Butter! Sadly, we don't have lemons to put in our wounds.
We have lemons, but this is limes. Have at it, David. Put the last one in.
Now we need 1 more stick of butter to finish the ring.
Not yet. That's for the last stick of butter is for the frosting. This is for the cake itself. So we're good for now. Shoop it in there. All right. Now, raise up the mixer and click it to the first clicky.
That's not the first clicky.
Yes, first clicky.
And
we are now going to beat it until it's soft and creamy.
I would watch it till it's soft and creamy.
And
it smells good.
light and fluffy is actually the definition. Periodically, we've got to turn off the mixer to pull it down and move it around with the spatula.
I'm
Most
ready
people
to turn it back on.
I say spatula, you say spatula. Do-do-do-do. Turn it on.
There's some on that side.
There is some on that side. This is the boring part. Go ahead and turn it up a little bit, David. Hello. Back again. Our butter and sugar mixture is now light and floofy. So we are going to begin adding eggs into the mixture. We're going to add them in one at a time as we go, to allow them to get beaten in.
I will put them in for you.
Okay, scoop a couple of them out. And put it in there. And just let it go.
Ready.
Yep. Go ahead and put them in there. Okay. Let it go.
It smells really good already.
Excellent. Now we are going to let this go for a little while.
It
We're gonna go
smells
ahead
really
and-
good already.
It's going to be delicious. Delicious, I tell you.
Well, I mean, that's guaranteed.
I'm going to lower it down. I'm going to scrape off some off the side a little bit to make sure it all gets mixed up.
Oh, the handle came off.
The spatula handle came off.
Oh, God, no.
Oh no! It's a tragedy!
No, it's in the picture. Where's it gone? There it is. We've dug it out of its...
My spatula has fallen apart. We may need a new one. This delicious mess is turning into a complete and utter disaster. David, reactivate the mixer. Okay, let it go for a little bit. While I wash my hands.
Lime! I have consumed lime.
Now, we need to add 2 teaspoons of our zest. So, David, 2 teaspoons. Well, don't get it all over the floor. There, dump it in. There we go. Allow the 2 teaspoons of zest to go in now. We need our tablespoon. Okay, 1 tablespoon of the key lime juice. Okay, that was it.
Oh.
Just 1. And
It already smells amazing. Well, it still smells amazing. I don't think that's going to change for the rest of the
then, all right,
thing.
1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Let me pour it out. Hold
Okay.
on. All right, you go ahead and put it in. All right, let it go for a little bit.
Smells even better now. I'm just commenting on its smell.
All right,
I've been wearing this.
So now we are going
bracelet
to-
for 3 days now.
go ahead and
4 days.
turn it off, David. And we're going to put in the flour. We're going to slowly beat in the flour and the milk. We'll say about a cup at a time. That way we get it nice and
Should I?
about a cup of flour. Hold on, let me put in some of the milk. Go ahead and turn it back on.
I feel like we should scrape out the sides.
We'll scrape out the sides in just a moment. Let's see if I ever get another spatula that may not fall apart. No, they're all the same brand. All right, turn her off. Scrape out the sides a little bit.
Yeah, there's also some right up there.
It's okay.
Can I eat this? Stuff that got on my finger.
You put your finger in your mouth, you have to wash your hands after it.
I'm gonna.
Put another.
Now my finger has been washed off camera.
Just put 2 cups of flour.
My finger has been washed off camera.
All right. Go ahead and turn it back on, David.
Chum.
Stop.
Wait, it hasn't been risen yet. Keeps smelling better and better. I'm just amazed by the smell.
Putting in the last of the flour.
Might as well just pour out the bowl. Or keep doing that.
No, we can definitely pour it out of the bowl. All right.
Now put.
Lift.
And reactivate. Reactivate the machine. Oh. That is all of our ingredients for now. We're going to allow this to mix for a little bit. All right, we are done with our mixing. Thanks to the handy dandy KitchenAid stand mixer. Ta-da! 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 Sorry, we're going into Star Wars mode now. All right. Ba-ba-ba.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, David, we'll take the bundt pan, put that right there. Here, let me move some of these dirties out of the way.
Mess. Mess.
He's a mess.
Why was there a reactor shaft
What?
in Palpatine?
Palpatine's office? How come the Empire doesn't have any OSHA regulations about railings on their reactor shafts?
Well, I guess they are the government, so.
All right, so now I'm pouring the dough right into our prepared and greased and floured bundt pan.
And also, what's the point of those weird laser gates in the Phantom Menace?
Literally for dramatic effect.
Like, all it does is just keep out the people who are trying to do maintenance in the reactor shaft. And also, why is there a reactor shaft in the first place?
What? You ask fantastic questions. Next time on Delicious Mess. The discussion of all the weird things that Star Wars does. Why was Darth Maul so angry? Are those tattoos or freckles on his face? Why was Palpatine so angry? As Emperor, couldn't he afford something besides a bathrobe?
And also, why does he have a reactor shaft in the middle of his, like, throne room?
All right, so to get back to cake baking, we have transferred the dough. The dough, is it dough still or batter? It's batter.
Matter!
Batter. We've transferred the batter to the bundt cake pan. I should give it a little wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Wiggle.
All right, so now we are going to bake it at 350 degrees for, step up, set aside, for about an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half. Or until you poke it with a toothpick and the toothpick is going to come out clean. If the toothpick comes out with batter, wet batter still on it, the cake's not done.
We've taken the cake out of the oven and this is what it looks like. Now we have to make the frosting.
Are you ready
Yes!
for frosting?
Yes!
I'm putting my apron still on because that's how we do it here.
Yeah!
All right.
Yeah!
For the frosting, okay, so the cake is good. The cake is cooked.
Yes!
Okay? Oh, and by the way we checked the cake with the toothpick going in, came out nice and clean. I'm going to not poke the cake anymore, but that's what you want to be doing. Okay, so now, David, we must use the KitchenAid stand mixer again. Okay, so forgot this part. We cleaned everything, so there's no doughy batteriness getting put, raw doughy batteriness being put in. But we shall begin our frosting. We make our own frosting here because to buy it store-bought is for cowards, and we're not cowards. But we put in a stick of cream cheese here. All right.
All right.
Wait, what else do we? I'm sorry, I'm looking at my own recipe here too. Butter.
You put it in.
I put it in.
I'll just operate it.
All right. I softened the more butter because you heard before that I didn't make enough butter, softened butter. So there's more softened butter. Half a cup of the softened butter. Butter. I used the microwave setting that says soften, melt. You gotta be careful with that because I don't want melted butter. I want softened butter. All right, softened butter in. Now we're going to put in the last of our
Yes.
lime zest.
Tell me when I should activate.
Activate.
Chung, chung, chung.
Activate. Not too fast. We put in the last of our lime zest. The last of our lime juice. So that should have been a teaspoon of lime zest and about a tablespoon of lime juice, but I kind of just threw it in there.
Yeah.
Didn't quite measure because that's how I roll. Now, all right, David, pause the mixing while we put in some of the confectioner sugar now. I'm going to pull the bowl out a little bit so it's easier to put this in here, okay?
Sir, yes, sir.
Mixed it up some. Remember, that was 3.5 cups of confectioner sugar, which I'm pouring into the bowl, and some of it's getting on the stove. Good thing we're going to clean that later. All right. So now we go ahead and put that back in there.
Scrape off the sides.
Now, if you don't have a stand mixer like this, obviously you can use just a bowl and whisk it up. But we have the stand mixer, so we use it. Activate the stand mixer, child.
Wait, scrape off the sides first. Do a maintenance checkup.
Sides scraped.
Sir, yes, sir.
Low speed, because it's still powdery goodness. It's gonna all mix in together.
Cheesy. Even though this has nothing to do with cheese. I'm gonna do it lower.
Okay. All right, shut her down for a second. I'm gonna push some of this around a little bit here.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. You know, maybe Palpatine just throws things down the reactor shaft, like
he finishes a Snickers bar and tosses the wrapper, you know.
Or
whatever.
like he finishes a burger. Well, he finishes a cup of ice cream from Bean's Ice Cream, and then
I love Bean's Ice Cream.
and then just throws the cup into there.
All right, we're up. What do you think they make hamburgers out of in the Star Wars universe? I've never seen a cow, but I have seen other animals.
Well, yeah, actually they do kind of. Did you know, like
think it's
the Ewok is a delicacy?
You know what? Considering that the Ewoks like to cook their meat alive, you know.
The Ewok meat's a delicacy in the Star Wars universe.
Ewoks are kind of, everybody thinks, oh, they're so adorable. But man, they were trying to cook Han Solo alive. That seems a little dark.
I wonder where they got all that meat.
All I gotta say is, at the end of Return of the Jedi, when they're having that massive party, where do you think they got all the food from? There was a lot of stormtrooper helmets on that they were using as drums.
Yeah. Converting all power to the stand mixer.
Faster. Make it go faster. Faster.
Chung.
There's the mixy mixer. All right. End the mixiness now.
Chung. 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 Chung.
Excellent. We now have delicious frosting.
Delicious! Wait, the frosting's done?
The frosting is done. That's all it is.
God, I thought it was going to be harder.
No, frosting's easy. Now look at that. We're going to point it at the camera. Look at that delicious frosting.
Delicious frosting.
That's a lot of sugar in there.
Yeah.
So, I'm tapping the whisk off on the side of that. All right. Now, we take the cake, and we have a nice big plate. Now, take the plate, put it on top like this.
Like that.
Like this.
Like that.
Like this.
Like that.
And then we flippity do.
Flippity doo.
Give it a little shakety shake.
Whoa!
That cake looks delicious.
It looks like just like that Bundt Cake store, you know? You know, we're making like a lot of unpaid promotions.
Well, I don't think I don't know if we can say the name of that Bundt Cake store because there's like copyright things. But yes, there is a Bundt Cake store. It's very popular around here. They're
very
very good.
tasty. They're cakes.
So now we add on the frosting. I shall use the same spatula. Somebody's going to whine about how I mispronounce things on purpose, but I don't care.
I mean, there are always those kind of people on the internet. There's the people who get, there's the people who say, see, when, like, Halo 2 was released, people said it wasn't as good as Halo 1.
I'm almost positive that the people who are going to watch this video may or may not know anything about Halo.
You know, I don't care.
Okay.
And then when Halo 3 was released, people said it sucked and Halo 2
Hey,
was
watch
better.
some language.
I just said sucked.
Language. We're going to have to beep you. Don't do it again.
No!
David. Anyway. This cake. So much buttery, cream cheesery,
I want to eat it.
limony.
I'm lucky I have self-control because this is a birthday cake
This is a birthday cake.
that we're going to give to our favorite,
Our favorite parent?
yes, our favorite mother.
Okay, favorite mother, because I'm one of the parents, right?
Yeah. Who knows if you... Give me more.
And with that, the cake is complete. And now we do the cake dance.